I love it when you talk dirty.
Um, it is something I wanted to talk about. I'm kind of passionate about. Um, you know, Martin Luther King. He really was like a great man. Like I fuck for what he stood for. The I Have a Dream speech. He did a lot for the black community. Um, but also I feel like he don't get enough credit for like the behind the scenes shit he did. Like because he was doing so much for the black community. A lot of times that's stressful, and when you are stressed out because you're doing so much for the community, you gotta kind of like release that stress. And I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. But he pretty much was the most glorified pimp ever, like in history. I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. Yes, he was a strong black man who did a lot of things for us black people today that we still prospering off of. But he did have women, in different area codes for sure. And you think about it, what pimps do? They have women on different corners for a cause.
What does presidents? What do presidents do? They have like mistresses.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. No, we're not. We talking about Martin.
So
we're not about to take this shot.
No, because
this is glorified. No. I'm saying he the first one that did it right though.
Actually had
he did it right.
hoes.
Yeah, he did it right.
But that's what. So this is like a.
Hold on, babe, real quick. So like, pimps have women on the corner for a cause. Martin Luther King had women on the corner marching for a cause. So he's really a pimp because he had women on the corner protesting on the car. But it's probably women he was also fucking too. Like he had women in the sit-ins. He had women on the corner holding up signs.
Like he had men too.
Men too. I'm saying, but okay, he's not in the men. I'm talking about the women who he was fucking. He put them to work. Like he probably wasn't making money off of them, but they was down for his movement. Like maybe he did a little convincing behind the scenes. I just feel like he need his flowers for being like the first pimp. Not the first pimp, but like the first pimp to not expect money out of the woman. Like as long as you got a good head on your shoulders,
really respect protesting.
Like as long as you had a good head on your shoulders and you wanted the same outcome, he gave you some cum in some type
Oh my
of
God,
way.
JR trying to get us canceled.
No, you're not gonna get canceled. Listen, I fuck with MLK. He is the most glorified pimp ever, but that get overlooked because of the good he done for the black community. But like I said, that's really what a pimp did. Like they got women on the corners. He had women on the corners marching for a cause, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that side about MLK, and that's where I leave it at. I'm not trying to tarnish his legacy or anything like that.
Not at all.
Like,
I just want to look more into like I didn't read up on this, and I want to be able to. Like,
I'm sure he was very less abusive than most pimps are.
Oh my God.
Because pimps were abusive. What y'all's about
Welcome to the Dirty James Dirty Talks, y'all. This is Dirty James.
Right.
This is the Dirty Talks podcast.
We're not getting canceled. Go ahead.
No, but what I'm just saying is I've heard hearsay about this before in passing. I've never fully, thoroughly listened to the theories on the mistresses and the infidelity and all of the things that Martin Luther King did prior to his greatness and prior to his passing. So I would definitely need to look more into that before I speak further because I am unaware of Martin Luther
like
King.
Look at it from his perspective. Like them sit-ins he went to, they pouring like Diet Coke and Pepsi on his face or doing this whatever disrespectful shit.
He wasn't there. He was sending the people
Well,
out.
I mean, he went to probably had fire hose spraying on him, whatever shit he was going to, dogs barking at him. You think he didn't want to get a nut off after that?
No, but I understand what you're
shit.
saying. Yeah. I'm just saying that I don't know any specifics about that.
You gotta have one.
This is just I need to know if it's opinion or is this facts. That's all I need to know. And I would like a documentary.
I would like a documentary on that. Like
I don't think there needs to be a no because then it takes away from because then it takes away from what he has done.
Like,
and that's a lot of times.
I don't think niggas.
A lot of times. People's personal lives, and that's the problem with nowadays. I will say this, like, we look into too many people's personal lives. There's some lives that we need to look into. R. Kelly, Okay,
Yo,
that
he's a
nigga
pervert,
need,
yeah, he's
he
fucked
need to
up.
put on Front Street. Period. So like the pedophiles and all them motherfuckers, keep putting them on Front Street. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But like sometimes I think that we can get too much into people's personal lives because MLK didn't do anything different than a lot of these motherfuckers.
No, I agree.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I agree, yeah.
But we don't want to take away from what he did because what will happen is we put that on Front Street and then people are talking about now what he has done bad versus what all the good he has done. And that is the thing, like, at the end of the day, his personal life wasn't as bad to be talked about and to overcome everything he's done great. So, like, shit. Psh, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like the fact that he done so good for the black community, I feel like they wouldn't. You can't cancel somebody like that. Like
I mean, but
he did
we're
so
in
much for
such
us.
we're in such a fucking like, what is it? What am I trying to say? Like
Judgmental.
a space right now, like where everybody just
I walk on eggshells.
literally because if you say one thing, like I forgot the specific statement. I'm pretty sure it was close to this, but Adele got an award recently at some award show, and she said something about being a proud woman.
Right, like it's because they changed the female artist award to just best artist instead of best female artist. They changed it to just best artist, and she was like, "This is all great and all, but I really do enjoy being a female artist. I really enjoy being a woman," and the trans community went absolutely bonkers because they're like, she's anti-trans. I'm like, just because she's celebrating being a woman does not mean she is anti-trans. Like, get it together.
Said that?
Yes.
Yeah, literally,
yes.
that is insane to me.
That's crazy.
That is insane. I have grown, and not to get too off topic because that is going off topic, but like
I get how it's
That's
happening.
fucked
like,
up though. Jesus Christ.
I grew up, couldn't wait to be a woman. And when the moment I get the chance to be a woman, now it's a bad thing to say that you're a woman. Like that, so that, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's backwards.
You could just, people just
see, I guess the reason why I brought that up because I just want to remind people that everybody is human, and I'm not trying to put MLK in a bad light. I'm just saying, like, he was just a nigga at the end of the day, but not like a nigga in a bad sense, but like,
I hate you.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is human, but he still did a lot of good things.
He was just a toxic ass nigga at the end of the day.
I ain't gonna say he was toxic. Like, he had women. Anytime you in a position of power.
I mean, honestly, it could have worked. Because you know how some dynamics, you know, the polygamy or like, you know, having multiple wives or multiple girlfriends, sometimes that fucking works for people. I'm starting to realize
hold on, wait.
and
that's what I was about to
say.
say. We need to give, like, whatever women that he dealt with in those days had on the corner marching for him for a cause. We need to give those women their flowers because they helped
They probably was cool with
it. They helped him get.
But it's
get
not
his
like he
point
just
across.
had like a gang of women on the corner. It's like didn't he found the Million Man March?
I'm sure he had his favorites.
He had a Million Man March and like a thousand bitches.
Yeah, his
to bring the player out of it. You gotta pick the player out of it.
Listen, I'm sure he had his
For
favorites.
every 1 million.
But those women need their flowers because, you know, they took some of the stress off of our king.
I got to find the facts.
And they helped. I mean, it was for the greater good at the end of the day. Like, honestly, like, to be honest with y'all, 100. Like, if I didn't crave the desire to just want a family and stuff like that, I would be okay with finding me a rich man that maybe had a couple other baby mamas that he's taking care of or whatever. I don't want to be a wife. You know, give me a baby, pay me. And I will be good. And I'll live my best life.
Leave you alone, but
I ain't gotta work.
Wait.
No, I take care of your child. You pay for both of us to live. I ain't gotta work. I can just live my fucking life.
Well, he want to be intimate with you.
If it was, because I'm guessing in that situation, I'm not gonna be able to get married. I'm not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying?
But he wanted to marry you though. Like, he wanted to marry you, make you one his wife.
Depending on. I don't crave that in my life, but I'm saying if I didn't crave what I'm craving currently, I might be open to that. Like, so. With me saying that is, if MLK, we see this great man doing great things. I'm, especially how I am now with the black community. Like, I want to shed light on so many things to educate people. So like, if I know this man, if I'm okay with living that type of lifestyle, I know this man's doing great things. He sees something great in me. He's like, I'm gonna give you a kid, take care of you, you know, follow my lead and do this, whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, I'm gonna let him lead, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna live that lifestyle. I'll be okay with. I don't think that's a bad thing. Especially if
I'm not
a
saying.
woman
No,
that's
I'm
like,
not. No, I'm not.
I know you're not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying like, if I'm a woman that's okay with that, like, shit, you know.
As long as everybody, I feel like as long as everybody is genuinely happy in whatever situation they in.
At least he's not like Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon ain't out here educating people and making movements. You know what I'm saying? But he out here spreading his seed. Where, you know, MLK, like, he may have had women on the corners doing the work, but it was work for the greater good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
that's the, she right. Shout out to that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to MLK. Shout out to MLK. We love you and we miss you.